Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure just to have you live at a charge. A little countdown to green action presented by Lunatic Designs. We're ready to go. Knock some things out of the park. It's qualifying underway for the SHOP XFINITY Series. Lunatic Designs giving us all of our action here tonight. Not only can you find Lunatic Designs out there for merch design and graphic design wares, but he also started doing wraps here recently, and I want to encourage you to give him a shot because, well, you know, it's Kigo. Kigo's got good things going. Check him out on his link tree. Get a hold of him on his social media platforms and give him some love, give him some support to take care of him. And appreciate everything he's got going on. That's the way I see it. That's the way I think of it. And yeah, the way I see it, I try to do the best I can to give everybody a great shot. Sometimes these folks have their own. Chopping It Up Media Podcast presenting the Rise to the Ranks Xfinity Series. Race 2 of the first round of the playoffs here for Chop's Xfinity Series. We're going to be holding all real tight. Richmond Raceway, the 3/4 mile length racing surface, showing a little bit of the nighttime sky. I think they're going to be looking pretty darn fantastic here for a sunset race. I like it. I like seeing it. Ball status, BB Music, Admin Box, all on board with Chop each and every week and each and every race they have. Track race weather report shows 80 degrees on the air temperature, 35% humidity. Partly cloudy sky with a 2-mile-an-hour wind. Richmond Raceway is home to some of the best racing that Virginia has, and I'll tell you what, you got to enjoy short track racing, and this series has been, bar none, a phenomenal series to be able to get out there. 180 laps tonight, 4 sets of tires, stage lap completion lap 50, 100% fuel, no fast repair for the drivers, as Richmond will look to be fantastic. It's been a great line of racing, and they've got a few races left. I was talking about it to Twitch prior to us getting going and getting the countdown to green going, but one thing I was talking about was there's a lot of flat tracks coming up. And, in the playoffs, Kentucky's one of those tracks. We have Richmond, of course, this week. Darlington's got a little bit of banking, but, it's gonna run the drivers ragged. Now, one of the things I will say is that Nashville Super Speedway is a flat 1.3 mile racing surface, and it's a concrete surface as well. So that's going to be, it's gonna be some big laps. It's gonna be some major contenders if you're a driver out there that likes flat tracks. So, but the final race is at Homestead, Miami, and that one is that's gonna change up a little bit for all the drivers. So that'll be that finale. That'll be the championship race that we see the drivers go at it. So it's gonna be fun. So we only have, I think, 4 races after this to crown a champion. They're gonna be off next weekend. Next weekend we were supposed to be going to Kansas. It's going to be interesting tonight. I think so. It's going to be one of those races that we see challenge the drivers, and Kevin Winker, last ditch effort right there. I think he nabs the pole, so it'll be interesting to see how this one's scored real quick. But yeah, Xfinity Series playoffs. We're gonna get ready to do it. Let's get that fixed real quick. Yeah. Tops racing. Zach Thompson out there. Starting grid for tonight's race. Kevin Winker does nab the pole by 6/100ths of a second. Tyler Lemon will be your outside pole sitter. Reverse Blake Dudley in row number 2. And Perry Mark Ratchet in row number 3. RB Turner, Joe Hudson in row number 4. John Hammond, Robert Dudley in row number 5. Brad Dove, Jerry Culver in row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Zach Thompson, Clint Hackett, Coulter Jr. out there with Ron Holyfield and Tyler Dudley. We'll see it. I tell you what, the fastest driver on the racetrack for practice was Joe Hudson. So don't count out Joe Hudson just yet as drivers get in and get the cars warmed up, and make it look good and make it look easy, as you were. Brad Dove gives us our victory lane. Duff Farms LLC on tap with everybody. So check out the links in the description if you want to see what Dove Farms is all about. And make sure you check and follow his Facebook page. Keep up with social media platforms and all the work that they do. Chop Racing, world's greatest iRacing leagues. I coined that term, and I believe it wholeheartedly that Chop has become one of the best leagues out there, and does show up each and every week to give us some just phenomenal racing and some phenomenal looks. Driver cam's up tonight. Mr. Robert Dudley, he is ready to rock and roll. There is the man, RB Turner. He's got a legendary look about him. There is Tyler Dudley, who gives us some love out there on YouTube. Thank you, sir, for giving us the love on YouTube. We appreciate you. Last but not least, Clint, the man Hackett. He has got a win in the last couple of in this last week, and that's good to see him out there ready to go again. Tyler Lemon on the outside, Kevin Winker on the inside. His car leads him around as everybody is to try to manage. And it's going to be all about pushing. All about pushing. Again, remember that the scoring board up there is not count. It's technically not counting counting the laps just yet, but you know, it's trying to give us that I don't know, weird thing that's going on. All right, drivers are ready. I'm ready. Let's do this thing. We're green. Stage lap, completion of lap 50. Let's go. Winker to Roberge. Tyler Lemon, Blake Dudley in tow. Lemon, wall tap there early in the going. Let's go for Bunchy Bird. Coulter Jr. on the outside lane. Robert Dudley at the bottom. Ron Holyfield. 21 working. Tyler Dudley just ahead. Tyler working. Kind of making it happen. Kind of making things work. As you see Jerry Culver in a 13. Little Grizzly on board. Making him work. Clint Hackett up 3 early. Dove. Bottom side. Hackett on the outside lane. Kevin Winker stretching. Roberge down on the bottom. Roberge, fastest lap of the race, 22:42. Double brakes into the corner. Roberge qualifying here means that he's confident in the racetrack. Make sure he stays confident with what he's got going on. How about John Hammond up 2? John was feeling under the weather yesterday, and we love seeing him get out there and manage the car and manage the gap and manage what he can do. RB Turner, the tire whisperer, right behind him. RB rolling. Roberge to the bottom side. Roberge up and clear. The Canadian, part of the Championship Contender Series, is how we all look to manage. Roberge confident tonight. Good to see him trying to contend for the win. Excuse me. Tyler Lemon in third. Blake Dudley. Robert Dudley backwards for a moment there. It looked like a hard stop. A hard stop. Oh, netcode from the 25 to the 15. Coulter kept it clean. Everybody kept it straight. Oh, but he went around. With no traffic coming, he was able to get the car rolling forward. So we're good there. Holyfield, a little bit of damage. Dudley handled that one. Coulter Jr. had nowhere to go. There's Brad Dove on the bottom side. Back Thompson up 2. Culver back in 12th. We'll see how he fares out here. Here's the 28. Goes 4 spots gained. Roberge giving it close to where he needs to. Kevin Winker up and out. Winker in tow. Roberge, 22:61 his last time by. Raced each other pretty clean. Here comes Blake Dudley and Ed Perry. Ed Perry likes the short tracks and likes to manage what he's got going on. We'll see what happens here as these drivers continue to work. Tyler run through the grass there. Little wheel hop out of the infield is good. Car's just being facetious to him right now as Holyfield tries to play catch up. You know, keep your eye on the prize. Joe Hudson, Clint Hackett side by side. Hackett And Zach Thompson up on the outside. Zach tried to double break into the corner. 94 to the 28, side by side. 11 up and out of the corner. Battle here as the 94 goes to work. Out of the corner. 11 shoots the gap. But Hackett's going to be able to battle here. Be able to get right back into the braking zone of the 94. 28 sees it or makes it work. Roberge, Kevin Winker side by side. Roberge gives space as Kevin Winker goes back to the corner. Roberge still up on the outside lane. Kevin Winker free all the way down to the bottom side. Roberge back to the lead. Good battle here as Roberge defends the race line down to the back straightaway. Keeps it up near the wall. Kevin Winker a little free there. Roberge traveling in the corner. Again, backing up the straightaway. Still up on the outside lane. Kevin Winker trying to shortcut the racetrack to be able to try to find a way to clear it. Winker, Roberge battle for the lead. Roberge to travel, still side by side. Winker leans on Roberge. Roberge back down door to door. Kevin Winker will travel. Now, Roberge an opportunity to try to send it back into the race line. Tyler Lemon off a spot, working his way back forward. Blake Dudley in tow. Now Kevin Winker trying to step away from Roberge. Roberge up a spot, still holding on. We'll see if Team Canada can get back in tow, try to travel back to the 42. Chris made him earn it. 98 back to wrap the bottom. Still close to Kevin Winker here. Chris has got a good race line here. Kevin trying to send the corner. Again, a reminder, Kevin Winker with stage wins. Has the most stage wins on the series. Michael's mom, how you doing? Well, back to where the racing's happening here. Had to sneeze for a second there. RB Turner off a spot. Mark Retchin off a spot. John Hammond up 6th right now. Hammond to the back bumper of the 35. Roberge 3/4 of a second. And I call it the curse of the stage win as we continue to roll. Take a look at the playoff standings right in the middle of your screen. Tyler Lemon, 4 wins. Kevin Winker has 4 stage wins. A lot of those, and so does Mark Retchin. Those drivers, even though Kevin has 2 wins, has had opportunities to have wins in multiple races right there. So I like seeing Kevin Winker out front and being able to travel the race line, be able to control his own destiny here. I think with a smaller field too, there's less chance of something going awry, especially here at Richmond. So Tyler Lemon leading in the point standing, 6 above Blake Dudley, who has 3 wins in the series. Joe Hudson, 2 wins in the series, and so is Kevin Winker. Mark Retchin, 5th in the point standings. Brad Dove right behind, a point behind Mark Retchin. At the round of 12 we're in today, John Hammond just above the cutoff line. Mr. Butler not in today's race, so no threat there. But Mr. Davis missing today's race is going to have a big impact as well. So those are mindsets to be able to keep up on here as we continue to go to work. Roberge to Blake Dudley. Blake Dudley's gotten around Tyler Lemon. Tyler Lemon is, as much as I call RB the tire whisperer, Tyler Lemon has really been the standout as one of the drivers that really has the pace and has the speed and has the patience to be able to work through the field and keep himself in the midst and keep himself viable. Right now, 1.7 second deficit between he and the race leader, Kevin Winker. So far, so good. One lead change, and technically two lead changes, 23 of 180. 50 laps for the stage, 130 laps for the final stage. We'll see a green flag pit stop in midst into that. Again, the track temperature and the air temperature. Air temperature has come down, I believe, a couple of degrees from the start of the race. 77 degrees or 25 degrees Celsius. 36% humidity, so humidity changed a little bit. Tyler Lemon, Ed Perry. That's John Hammond to the outside. Hammond trying to roll that challenge corner. Will clear Ed Perry. 5-5 to the back bumper. It's going to be up underneath him. He gets into him. Ed Perry went for a ride there. Hammond tried to get up underneath him. Give him a little bump, and, well, Ed Perry now back to 8th, so a chance to keep an eye on that one. Mr. Van Ness, thank you very much for being out there. Thank you to everybody who's out there. How is everybody doing? Blake Dudley is around Real Burrs, and we'll see Blake Dudley, another standout racer here tonight as well. Real Burrs in 3rd, Tyler Lemon in 4th, John Hammond trying to work forward, Mark Retchen is RB Turner in tow. RB back to 7th where he started. Ed Perry, 24 laps to go to the stage. Putting himself in a good spot. RB to the bottom. Good pinch off for the 24. RB up and out of the corner. Turner just edging Mark Retchen right now. Dropping in at 1 and 2. 24 still again battling back. As Mark up near the wall. Little wall scrape. That's the double break into the corner. 0-2 trying to find the throttle off here. Be able to have that line work better. Mark Retchen back on the outside. The more they run side by side, the more they lose, and the more the drivers behind gain. So it's going to be about position here. But both drivers could lose a spot back to Ed Perry, who is just behind and still right there to look ahead. RB Turner seeing again the drive off for the 0-2. Points the car. Going to give a lot of room to the 24. And now Ed Perry backing up the corner, gets back into, egg shapes the race line. Massive understatement, folks. Massive understatement. Tyler Dudley holding on to the car. RB settles back. But hold on. RB Turner still looking for, again, that drive into the corner here. Mark Retchen up near the wall. And Perry right there. RB trying to wrap the corner. Mr. Robert Dudley got the leaders just behind a 1.3 second deficit, trying to wrap his way around this race line. Got to keep himself on the lead lap, 17 laps to go. This is the race you got to battle, and not only do you have to battle, but you have to push. Glenn Hackett up 2 spots, traveling forward. Coulter Jr. just behind him. Clinton trying to hold on to what he has. And 16 laps to go to the stage. Kevin Winker, 1.4 second deficit to Blake Dudley and Tyler Lemon. Kevin Winker, a little wall tap right there. He's got to keep the car clean. Robert Dudley just ahead. Blake Dudley, out of me in tow. Tyler Lemon in 3rd. Big stutter there. Do apologize about that. Don't know what that was about. Roberge in fourth. John Hammond to the inside on Roberge. Hammond into the corner, trying to work his way back forward. Fastest driver on the racetrack right now. Tyler Lemon, a tenth better than your race leader. John Hammond, 0.2 of a second better. Kevin Winker still working to the 49. Trying to get there. Kevin Winker wall tap there. And Dudley trying to stay on the lead lap. Kevin pushing up and out of the corner. 49. Out of the bottom. Kevin might have to try to make the outside lane work. We'll see. Kevin Winker might have to put the bumper to the 49. Drive off here. He'll send the bottom side of the corner. Ooh, door to door. Robert Dudley trying to stay on the lead lap. The 49 will cross back over. Kevin Winker will shut that door down. The 49 trying to go back to it. Blake Dudley trying to travel. Here comes the 29 of Tyler Lemon. Well to go in the stage. John Hammond still eyes forward. Tyler Lemon working side by side to the 89. Both drivers a little free in the corner. Lemon spins the corner. He actually sent the corner to park it into the corner, and now up and out, trying to make it happen. Robert Dudley bringing himself and trying to make sure that he's the one driver still in the mix here. I have that lucky dog. Tyler Dudley, Ron Holyfield just ahead. Tyler Dudley, second lane. Egg shapes the bottom of the corner. And about a tenth better than Kevin Winker last time by. This time by about the same lap time, 23.55. Kevin Winker just had a 23.47, but Tyler Lemon a tenth better, 23.37. Oh, he's catching him. He's just got to get there. Can he get there before the stage? Tyler Lemon, trying to be that man, trying to be that guy. Kevin Winker traveling 15, a little free there. Is good, holds on to it. Kevin Winker trying to put another driver a lap down. Opportunity. Tyler Lemon to the inside of Mr. Dudley. Whoa! Tyler overcharging the corner. Robert Dudley back on the inside. 29 is going to have the angle down into the corner, though, so he's going to be able to have the natural line around the racetrack. 1.2 seconds the gap. Tyler Lemon in second. Blake Dudley in third. John Hammond in fourth. Solid performance tonight is Chris Roberge. Going to be off too, but still solid. R.B. Turner. Ed Perry, Mark Retchen back to eighth. I didn't see the pass there, but again, Mark putting on a good race. 5 to go to the stage. This time by Tyler Lemon within a second and closing down. A little bit of lap traffic ahead. Kevin Winker, ooh, sideways out of the corner. 15, giving to the race line. Been able to run the outside lane. 4 to go in this stage. Tyler Lemon closing down. Kevin Winker door to door to the 15. 15 able to hold on. Kevin Winker double sends the corner. 0.6 of a second. Tyler Lemon to the bottom. Tyler up and out of the corner. 15 on the back bumper of the 42. Tyler down into the braking zone. Bottom side closing in. 3 to go to the stage. Tyler Lemon has caught Kevin Winker. And Tyler Lemon on a long charge. Talked about it being that guy. That's exactly what we're seeing. 2 to go to the stage. Tyler Lemon wrapping the bottom side, 42, bottom side of the race line. Holyfield just ahead. Tyler Dudley would be your lucky dog. Kevin Winker. Tyler Lemon, battle for the stage. Tyler side by side. Kevin Winker cuts across the nose a little bit, but he's fine. White flag for the stage. Tyler Lemon down to the bottom, save the tire. We'll duke it out for one final lap. Tyler Lemon, a tenth the advantage as Kevin Winker travels the bottom. Lemon up and out. Kevin Winker one final try. Tyler Lemon stage win. As Tyler Lemon will win the stage. Dudley, Hammond, Roberge. That will be it. So Tyler Lemon gets the stage win. Wrong button. There it is. He's only led one lap, or technically 2 laps now, so the only lap he led was the stage lap. And I talk about Tyler's inhibition to get out there, his ability to get out there and have the long run. Well, that is the long run. Caution comes out for the stage. Tyler Lemon, Kevin Winker, Blake Dudley, your top 3 for the stage. John Hammond in 4th, Roberge in 5th. R.B. Turner, Ed Perry, Mark Retchen, Joe Hudson, Jerry Culver, your top 10. Thompson will finish up 2 spots at the stage at 11th. Hope the Jr. up 2 as well. Tyler Dudley will be your lucky dog. And Robert Dudley will have to wait for the stage, but Tyler Dudley will be able to come around, get back on the lead lap. We'll see if Robert Dudley waits for a caution as Tyler Lemon hits his pit box. Kevin Winker having to pull forward to get his pit box or pit stop taken care of. Kevin Winker has that number 1 pit box as well, so we'll see if Tyler Lemon is going to be able to drive through this and win the stage. Yeah, he's going to leave ahead of Kevin Winker, Blake Dudley as well. Tyler Dudley coming around, still needs to come to pit road, but Blake Dudley edges ahead of Kevin Winker. Roberge still there. Kevin Winker now goes into the tire save mode. We'll see if Kevin Winker is going to be able to do himself some justice here as everybody leaves pit road. Tyler Dudley is trying to get, he's going to need to come to pit road. But he can't come to pit road with everybody on the bottom side leaving. Tyler's got to go back around here, so everybody was coming off pit road. It's some confusion there. So Tyler Dudley back on the lead lap and is no doubt trying to find a way down to the bottom side. Needs to come to pit road, but he's going to let all the traffic pass him. And so he's in danger of going a lap down and multiple laps down when it comes to he's going to, I mean, right now, pit road's going to be closed. They're going to be 2 to, yeah, I was going to say. Right now, we're going to be 1 to go. Robert Dudley back here as well. Jerry Culver will take the free pass. Culver did come to pit road, but he was able to beat the pace car out, so he's going to get a free pass here. So Tyler Dudley, tail of the field. Tyler Lemon having an issue here as well. I don't know what was going on there. He might have had to fix something. Either that or he's got an EOL. Blake Dudley. Maybe hey, you know what? Maybe, just maybe they had a black flag and I didn't see it. All right, Kevin Winker, an opportunity. Brad Daventot, Roberge, there in the mix. Roberge, opportunity to get back into the mix as well. Tyler Dudley is going to come to pit road. This is what I talked about. He was trying to come in and get tires and fuel, and now it's going to be a huge disadvantage here. Kevin Winker wraps the bottom side of the racetrack. Tyler Lemon up and out of the corner. Just needs to be patient if he has the same long run pace that he has before. Joe Hudson up on the outside lane. 24 to the 02. 98 at Roberge. Bottom side. Blake Dudley having an issue. What is going on? Roberge got free. He went to the gas. That's what happened there. Blake Dudley had an off track as well. He got free. Dirty air for the majority of that part. Caution comes out. Joe Hudson. Let's see what happened here. Joe Hudson gets into the corner. Oh, it stepped out on him. And then nowhere for Coulter to go. Coulter goes to the inside. And then, Clint, not expecting the 94 to be off the gas that early. Unfortunate for both drivers. All right, things get fixed. First caution for incident. Things pick up here. A lot of jumbling here. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you. Wow. Hello, Budgie. I had a sneeze and Jess heard me probably because that was a big sneeze. All the opportune times. 49 will be back on the lead lap. Tyler Dudley will be a lap down. So only one lap losing there for Tyler Dudley. Would love to see another. I think he would love to see another caution though. Either that or he's going to have to race his way around this racetrack. You don't want to be at a disadvantage. Joe Hudson on pit road is going to get a little bit of that damage fixed. We'll see if it's enough to manage. He only had a little bit of rear damage there. Go back to see if I can take a look here. Yeah, this little right rear damage. Mark Retchen coming to pit road as well. Some drivers might decide fuel is going to be important. Hudson's going to leave pit road now, so we'll see. Yeah, just a little bit of right rear damage. Not anything that couldn't be fixed. In all technicality, he could come back around and come back to pit road, but he'd need to catch the field to be able to do so and not lose a ton of time. So Mark Retchen, about 5 seconds, a little fuel, maybe a good fuel strategy. That could be part of the race as well. 42 to the 35. Tyler Limit is all the way back to third. So Coulter Jr. is going to be in fourth. Zach Thompson up 8. John Hammond into pit road. Might be getting a little bit of fuel. There's a little right rear damage on that car as well. We'll see. Lights are going to be off of the pace car. We'll see if John gets himself a little bit of that go-go juice. You never know. Fuel strategy wins races, and right now, as long as you save your tires long enough and be able to take a lap or two longer than everybody else, you know, you can make that work to your advantage. Now, it's a big enough racetrack that we've seen all these drivers do their thing. 42 to 35, they lean on each other. Restart zone, they go. They're green. 35 with a good restart. 42 to clear, 29 on the bottom. 117 left to go. Coulter Jr., Zach Thompson, Jerry Culver to the outside of Pop. Here comes Blake Dudley. Oh, the 35 for the second time. Oh, Coulter Jr. and net code. Oh, Roberge gets a little bit of nose out of that one. Coulter Had the inside on corner exit. If I go to Coulter Jr.'s point of view here, he's in third. Now, this is from my point of view. Coulter has got a lane. And dropping into the corner to turn into the corner, under braking. And just from that point of view, may go a little bit higher here. You back up. Coulter's going to be right up here. Let's go whoop like this. Little overhead. Phil has the inside lane, looking to turn into the corner. Ed Perry's already turning in. He's starting to turn in as well. Just a little bit of netcode there. On my end, now, on the driver's end, it's a little different. Mark Retchin back to pit road. John Hammond in. Joe Hudson in. The rest of his damage taken care of. Blake Dudley, same concept. Mark coming back around. So Tyler Lemon's going to be your race leader. Kevin Winker back to 6th. He came in on 65. So he's going to be trying to challenge the that fuel strategy I talked about, making it to the end. So Kevin Winker taking fuel. Everybody trying to level the playing field. Tyler Lemon, Zach Thompson, Jerry Culver, Ron Holyfield, Kevin Winker, R.B. Turner. Fuel strategy works, man. I'm telling you. Dove to pit road. Fuel only for those drivers as well. There was no tires taken by anybody. I don't think that even John Hammond took tires. I think he got a little bit of damage worked on. It's really, just that right rear that needed kind of buffing a little bit. Coulter Jr. coming back around. He's going to take the claim for that one. He'll get the EOL. Ed Perry back there. Dove. Coming off pit road. Tyler Dudley back on the lead lap. He was your lucky dog here. Third caution of the race. Second for incident. As we go to work. Hard work. Hard work. Through the gears. Let's go. We're green. Zach Thompson, bottom side to second. Into the braking zone. Tyler Lemon, comfortable where he's at. Jerry Culver, bottom side. Ron Holyfield. Kevin Winker. Door to door. Ron Holyfield working. Both drivers into the braking area. 13-second lane. Kevin Winker trying to throttle up. Jerry Culver keeping it clean. Jerry able to travel. Can he get into the braking zone? A little heavier here as he tries to turn the bottom side of the racetrack. Kevin doing a phenomenal job of that. Tires on the yellow line, folks. That's what I hear from Spicy all the time. Tires on the yellow line. Mark Retchin into pit lane. Oh, Clint Hackett going around. Caution back out. I think he got free. He did. Little wiggle out of the car. Stepped on the gas. John got out of the gas to avoid that. A little bit of contact. No big deal. Tyler Lemon working through the magic here. Kevin Winker gains a spot there on the restart. We'll see what's going to happen here. I'm a fan of all the fans. I appreciate you all being out there. Thank you very much. Let's go, RB. Love to see it. All right, let me grab something to drink before I do that, and I'll be right back. All right, back to it. Kevin Winker out front. Jerry Culver in second. Ryan out there, appreciate you being out there. Jim, Real Burrs working. Blake Dudley in fourth. Tyler Lemon back in fifth. Some of these drivers came in a little earlier to save a little bit of tires, save a little bit of fuel, save a little bit of everything they've got going on. 72 was a magic number the last time we had somebody coming around. Joe Hudson had an issue. He's back at the tail end of the field. Trying to work on. He's got a little bit of left front damage. This is on 76. It's a little free. Coming around the corner on the restart, after the restart on 75. Kevin Winker pushing forward. Has a lot of fuel. Jerry Culver in second. As we go to work. Jerry has Roberge in tow. Roberge, good cycle for him as we continue to press zone. Blake Dudley in on 72. As some of the longest. Oh, John Hammond around. Bottom side. John into the corner here. Hard brakes. Hard. Oh, gets tight up into the 24. And drivers miss him. So a good save from John Hammond there. Bill Hudson saved. Mark Retchen will be your lucky dog. 2 laps down for the 24. It's Kevin Winker. We'll look at it here. Opportunity for any one of the drivers to think about pit road. Almost to the halfway mark. For 90 laps, opportunity. 42 coming to pit road. Jerry Culver coming in. Roberge is going to take over the lead. Blake Dudley is going to stay out. Coulter Jr. is going to stay out. Brad Dove will stay out as well. He came in on 72. Holyfield, Clint Hackett, John Hammond will come around. No doubt. Just the tires going to take a little bit of an effect there. Hard on the brakes. Self-stand. Not a big deal. Mark Retchen, your lucky dog, will get one of his 2 laps back. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch, Budgie. It just took me a little longer to grab something to drink because I actually had to pour it. You know. Jerry Culver taking an opportunity. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon will restart next to each other. RB Turner will be just behind Robert Dudley. So tires looking to move ahead. Kevin trying to nab a win here as Roberge, Blake Dudley making it happen. Mark Retchen, I thought, was going to be your lucky dog there. Was not your lucky dog. Should have been your lucky dog. I don't think he was caught up in anything there. And did not come to pit road. Oh, he was. He was actually, he got contact when the caution came out, so he did lose the lucky dog. I do apologize about that. I was wrong. There was no fault of his own. Incidental contact, and that's part of iRacing's stature here. As we'll see, Mark Retchen maybe come to pit road and get some right side. So, yeah, right there. John gets tight, and he gets tight and free in the corner in the braking zone. So right there, little free. It snaps on him. He saves it, gets up to the 24. And 24 heads toward the wall there. So we'll see Mark come in. Could possibly just get the damage fixed. Roberge, Dudley, Coulter Jr., Brad Dove, Ron Holyfield back here to the 21. Clint Hackett rolling, ready to go. As we'll take you on board. Clint Hackett for the restart. They're going to green. Oh, little wall. Up into the dirty marbles. Knows there's new tires surrounding him right now. I'm to manage the car for the time being. Oh, no. Tyler Dudley, bottom side. Hold on to it, young man. Hold on to it. Nose damage. He hit the inside wall there. Got free. Watched in. Good. A little left side damage. Hopefully he's going to be just fine. Not bad when it comes to the left side damage. RB. Off for Kevin Winker. Fastest lap of the race, 22.35. We all go to work. How about Robert Dudley in 7th? Tyler Lemon clears 21 around Holyfield to the outside. Robert getting in, trying to maximize the corner. Gets tight in the race line. 21 to the bottom side. Slides up 49. 29 to the back bumper. The 25 just ahead. As we'll go back to it. Robert trying to hold on. 29. Tyler Lemon, they all lean. John Hammond to pit road. Hope he's going to be fine. Blake Dudley trying to clear. Here's the newer tire. Blake Dudley, the bottom. Doubles up. 3 wide into the corner. Kevin Winker makes the pass. Roberge still leads that lap. Roberge edges the corner. Kevin Winker's just going to have the newer tires, going to be able to drive around Roberge almost as if he's standing still. But again, the prize is on, and the driver to beat on the long run, that 29, who won the stage, to get a green flag run. You can't count out Tyler Lemon. John on pit road, getting what he needs taken care of. Kevin Winker, your race leader. Roberge in 2nd. Blake Dudley in 3rd. Tyler Lemon to the inside on Coulter Jr. Ed Perry working as well. Tyler Lemon clears up, works out. Blake Dudley again in on 72. 87 for Kevin Winker. As there are 82 laps to go in the final stage. 99 being completed. A lot of racing still left, and you got to remember the 50-lap pressure. Tyler Lemon on the long run just as good. On the same cycle as Kevin Winker, though. We'll see who's going to be able to fare out with that one. Ed Perry, Robert Dudley, all these drivers still managing. Coulter Jr. lasted on 52. When he does come to pit road, it'll be all about the challenge of whether or not he's got enough John sick left for the night. I really do hope John feels better. No, I know that he's not been feeling well. I really do hope he feels better. He is kind of got me worried a little bit. Blake Dudley side by side with Roberge. Really hope he's good. Kevin Winker, 2.4 second lead over Blake Dudley. Tyler Lemon losing a ton of ground right now. Blake Dudley, 15 lap difference on tires with a couple of restarts in there. So that's something to be considered as well. The race line right now being dictated by the field. We'll see Roberge, who came in on 65, trying to manage the car. Ed Perry back to the inside. Ed Perry looking to make it clear. Ed Perry into the braking zone. Roberge down to the bottom. Tyler Lemon, 2.8 the gap. Kevin Winker, 2.5, 2.7 now. He works around. You need the most laps, but the win is the most important. How do you manage the car? And Perry, Robert Dudley. Chris Burns, Coulter Jr. up 8. Coulter Jr. lasted on 52. Dub to the bottom side. Here comes Zach Thompson. Pop on the bottom, up on the high side. Going to make it happen. A little free out of the corner. A difference in the line. 0-2. Looking ahead. Pop gets around Coulter Jr. 0-2 up and out. And that's just 35 lap difference on tires, regardless of the cautions. A little bit newer grip. Things have got to level off, and when they level off, that's when we'll start seeing that one. Blake Dudley and Tyler Lemon, a 10th.5 off the pace. Fastest driver of the racetrack, your race leader, Kevin Winker. 5 lead changes. 5 cautions. And Kevin Winker, 108 of 180. Smooth sailing. Does not. I mean, I'd say it. Don't rush it. 75 laps led. Most of all the active drivers out there on the racetrack right now. Doing exactly what he needs to do. They got to break that curse. That curse that I talk about so often. Tyler Lemon finally getting around the 89. Now he's going to have to try to travel back forward. Kevin Winker, 3 1/4 of the gap. Blake Dudley back to third. Robert Dudley in fourth. Again, 15 lap difference on tires is pretty massive. Ed Perry on the bottom side, trying to rip the race line. 49 door to door on the front straightaway. Richmond is a very tough racetrack. And right now, things were kind of leveled off for the drivers, and we'll see who moves forward. Blake Dudley on a different cycle. Roberge on 65. Pop looking to the inside. Zach Thompson doubled up the braking zone. The 11 to the 0-2. 98 up on the outside lane. The drive off right now for Roberge. 3/10 of a second off the pace. Tyler Lemon, fastest driver that last time by on the racetrack. 23.14. Only 3/100ths of a second, though. Kevin Winker doing a good job managing the tires, managing the line, managing the racetrack. Coulter Jr. up 5. You want to see what the drivers, what the gainer of the drivers is? Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon back where they started. Dudley's up a spot. Ed Perry's up a spot. Robert Dudley up 5. Zach Thompson, your hard charger right now, up 7. R.B. Turner back to 7th where he started. Reverse off 5 from the start of the race. He started 3rd. Dove up 2. Coulter up 5. Gary Culver up 11. Holyfield and Tyler Dudley both up 4. Clint Hackett try to work. Joe Hudson to the 94 off 7. Russian off 10. And John Hammond retired for the night. He is doing his thing. Or correction. A couple laps down. Still needing to see something change. 3.3 the gap. Kevin Winker to Tyler Lemon. Tyler, the faster driver right now, 5/100th of a second. Nickeling and diming the race laps as we go. Ed Perry has cleared Blake Dudley for 3rd. Robert Dudley in tow. R.B. Turner has gotten around Pop as RB's up a spot. RB 7.1 and trying to travel. Coulter Jr. Kevin on 52. That's a driver that love seeing out here working. Yeah, definitely make sure that keep our eye on when or if he comes to pit road. A lot of laps can be ran on the 3/4 mile racetrack. Matching lap times for Kevin Winker and Tyler Lemon. And Perry, touch faster than both. R.B. Turner, fastest driver on the racetrack, last 2 laps. his last lap. About a tenth and a half faster, almost a tenth and a half faster than the field. So the tire whisperer showing up tonight. Has closed in half a second over the last 3 laps. 6.8, a little bit of lap traffic. RB Turner doing a good job of managing everything he's got going on. 6th place right now. Lap times leveling off. Tyler Lemon touch faster than Kevin Winker as well. It's going to need to manage Ed Perry. His last lap, about 8/100ths of a second off that pace. Blake Dudley letting the tires roll out as well. His last lap, about a tenth and a half. Now this time, about a tenth, 1.11 seconds. So a tenth and a spot. Robert Dudley has RB Turner back here as well. 23.7. RB trying to get there to the inside of the 49. RB edging the corner. Cannot waste a lot of time being able to get into the corner. RB turns the bottom side. Robert Dudley on the outside. RB clears. Was clear. Oh, the 49. Free off corner. Racing RB very hard here. Trying to manage, and now the 0-2 up on the outside lane. RB Turner lost a lot of time to Kevin Winker battling with Dudley there. Now has to try to gain that half second that he had before. Zach Thompson faster than Mr. Dudley ahead as well. His last lap, 23.44. Leaders, 23.408. RB needing a much better lap presence, and actually faster than the leader that time by. All the things. Kevin Winker, though, 3.4 the gap. Tyler Lemon looking ahead. Mark Retchin, the driver, in between them. Retchin with the right side damage. Up and out. Kevin Winker managing the wall, managing the gap. Tyler just having to save a little bit here toward the end of this one. We get 55 laps to go. 3.6 the gap. And Kevin Winker able to skedaddle away. If he wins the race, it's because he didn't win the stage. And I love it. I call it it is literally the stage curse. There's some good drivers out there that win a bunch of stages, and something happens in the race. We only had 17 drivers start tonight's race, though, so a chance to manage. Tyler in second, Ed Perry's in third. Blake Dudley actually closing back down the pace to Ed Perry. RB Turner inside the top 5 is closing in as well. Now, RB pushed hard for a moment. We'll see how his car can manage. As he looks ahead, he is running lap times matching the race leader and Tyler Lemon for the 23.4s, and RB loving what I'm seeing. Loving what I'm seeing when it comes to these drivers. Dudley, 4 spots gained. Thompson, 6 spots gained. As Brad down just behind, a half second the gap. Op trying to close in on Robert Dudley. Has a good car. Culver coming to pit road. As we'll see, go to the final green flag pit stops. He'll go a lap down. And Tyler Lemon, 3.7 the gap. Ed Perry in third, 51 laps to go. The fall off, only about a second so far for the majority of the top 3 or 4. Blake Dudley to RB Turner. RB trying to get around Blake Dudley. RB again back into it. The drive off in the corner, having to watch the cars in front of him and not mash the gas when it looks like he might need to. RB now again I talk about the losing of the ground, and right now Ed Perry as the 24 on the outside. RB Turner digs the bottom side of the racetrack. 89. Hold on, RB a little slideways out of turn 4. The D-shaped oval, and RB trying to wrap the bottom. Got a bead on him right there. RB had the inside lane. Right now they're losing about 8.5 seconds. The gap. Tyler Lemon, fastest driver on the racetrack last time by. As Kevin Winker rolls a 23.45 again. Tyler Lemon up and out of the corner. About a 10.5 better. The last time a 10th better. Almost a 10th better this time. But 8/100ths of a second, so almost a 10th. RB Turner side by side with Blake Dudley. Mark Retchen, well tapped back here. Jerry Culver, newest tires. Going to be 2 laps down. And so now the cycle is where it is at. And Jerry Culver turn the corner better and get himself around the 29 here. And then to Kevin Winker. As the 29 travels, going to lose some time. As Jerry Culver comes up and out, try to make something work. Kevin Winker, 0.3 of a second. Now losing the gap. Tyler Lemon in tow to the 13. Kevin Winker out of the corner. We'll have to see what happened with the lap time this time, because this time the lap was not challenged. 23.44, Tyler Lemon. 23.42. So 3 seconds now the gap for Tyler Lemon. Jerry Culver making it work. Tyler Dudley. Last driver on the lead lap. About to be the first driver a lap down. Ron Holyfield just ahead. Kevin into the bottom side of the racetrack. 15, still working the outside lane. Tyler trying to get enough room for lap traffic. As a lap down car, trying to get the preferred lane. Kind of the right thing to do. Kevin wraps the bottom side. 15 up and out of the corner. 42. Again, you can carry a lot of speed around that outside lane. Tyler doing the right thing, but it still becomes a defensive position. The 15, 13 side by side. 13 bottom side of the racetrack. Wraps the bottom. Not the 42's fight. 42's fight, 2.5 back. Tyler Lemon closing in. Jerry Culver. Going to put himself in the right spot and the right strategy. Tyler Dudley a lap down. Now the position for Jerry Culver. That's going to be the offset here. 41 laps to go for Kevin Winker. Tyler Lemon in second. Ed Perry's going to be in third. RB Turner closing in the gap to Ed Perry. But 9.25 now the gap as RB Turner has to try to turn corners. Brad Dove ran a 23.57 the last time by. Now a 24.21. Tyler Dudley looked like he was trying to come to pit road. I think he missed pit lane or missed the pit lane entrance. .3 the gap. Tyler Lemon, Ed Perry, RB Turner, Blake Dudley. All the maximum stuff. Last week's winner, Tyler Lemon. Won at, I believe, Talladega in the Xfinity Series. Take that back. Sorry. Last week, Brad Dove won. And Tyler Lemon the week before. Joe Hudson set on pole. Blake Dudley set on pole the week before. So we have Richmond, Nashville, Kentucky, Darlington, and then Auto Club. I said Homestead earlier, but it'll be Auto Club. Auto Club, a bigger racetrack. 135 laps at Nashville Superspeedway next week. Kevin Winker, 2 1/4 to the gap. Tyler Lemon trying to wrap the corner, 0.2 of a second difference. The tires have finally found themselves an equalizer. That's a little bit of lap traffic. 28 outside, 42 bottom. 42, a little extra into the corner, but it's good as the leader. But Hackett goes a lap down. Ron Holyfield just behind. Richmond is a racetrack that I call it my struggle bus, but I do enjoy the racetrack. I like driving the racetrack too. It's just I'm not very good at it. But I know what I see, and I see what I know. RB working forward. Robin, thank you. Tyler within 2. Kevin Winker just ahead, 34 laps to go. Joe Hudson, last driver on the lead lap. Coulter Jr. just ahead. The 15 and the 13 working their way around. 15, 13 side by side. Tyler Dudley able to come to pit road on 141. Got tires. And now Coulter trying to hold on. He came in on 52. Kevin Winker trying to work. Well, Burrs had a big blink there. That was interesting. He last came in on 65. Zach Thompson has Brad Dove just ahead of him now as Dudley, the driver he'd be looking at. Good long run pace for Brad Dove. 23.72, doing a great job of managing. Tyler Lemon has gotten around Ron Holyfield. And now 2 seconds the gap as Kevin Winker manages what he has going on. Kevin Winker has a little bit in the rearview mirror, but Hackett up on the outside lane, giving a lot to the race line. .8 second the gap. Ed Perry, Coulter Jr. to pit road. 31 laps to go, and a lot of the drivers could have been hoping for any kind of situation there for a caution. The strategy was pit and pit often. 1.8 the gap. Tyler Lemon closing. Coulter Jr. hitting his pit box to get tires and fuel. Arthur make it work. 29 laps to go this time by. Thank you, Robin, for being out there. Thank you to the Winker Nation. Thank you, Mr. Went. I appreciate you. I'm glad to see you back and back involved with everything. The Chopp'N It Up podcast, youtube.com/chop_TV. Check them out, of course, on Spotify. We love the Chopp'N It Up podcast. Make sure you check them out. Let's see. The Winker Nation was out there earlier. Thank you very much out there on YouTube. Churchy, give him Jerry some love. We appreciate you all. 28 laps to go, and I can't. Oh, caution comes out. I was willing this race to go green to see what Kevin could do here. But now, I mean, short run speed going to be magical. I don't know who or what or how. Coulter Jr. got sideways into the corner. Car just went a little extra sideways. And there was just traffic behind him. Oh, no. What a good save. What a good save. That did not need to be a caution. Hey, but you know what? Kevin Winker's got a shot. Ed Perry and RB Turner up for the mix as well. We'll see who's going to be able to do what. Kevin Winker's going to win the race off pit road. Tyler Lemon gets slides in the box a little bit later. Ron Holyfield back around. Is going to be back on the lead lap. Be able to come to pit road. Oh, your lucky dog, Jerry Culver, will be looking for a free pass. Bo Burge, Joe Hudson, all into pit road. Ron Holyfield comes to pit road. Kevin Winker will come around. Zook, what's going on, brother? I appreciate you. Thank you, folks. Thank you, folks, for being out there. Marathon's still going on, just so everybody knows. Want to make sure that we do show it. Race winning number gets to become the multiplier. So no matter who it is, do your thing. Also, if you followed along with our Sunday Fun Day series, which will be tomorrow, there's a chance that I will not be broadcasting that race tomorrow because I have a wedding to go to be my niece's wedding. Oh, Davis. Speaking of that, Davis just paid for the Winter Series. But the Sunday Fun Day series is going to continue on. They'll be racing tomorrow, and if it doesn't get broadcasted, again, apologize. Never really, not really that kind of guarantee, but you know, we try to make sure we take care of that. But we're going to have a Winter Series. Who would be a part of it? Join our Discord. It's $5. And the races are pretty well, are pretty awesome. I can post, I'm going to put the schedule in the in chat for everybody before we go green here. There it is. Back at it, green. (42 to the 29, 35, 89 up high. Now the race is on. Tyler Lemon on the outside lane. Full sent and held bound. 29 to the 42. 35 free on the bottom. 29 on the outside. Hold on to your butts. Bollinger, thank you for the like. Whenever we get their trophies taken care of, that's the only thing we're waiting on. I will only be taking care of that Powder Puff series when the trophies get taken care of. And I'm still waiting to hear back on those trophies. So as far as the Powder Puff series go, it's still all about the trophies. (42 to the 29, Kevin Winker trying to have a sprint, 20 laps to go. And the Powder Puff series only works if Jess is going to be a part of it. And if Jess doesn't want to be a part of the Powder Puff series, then that'll be something I have to consider as well. Roberge is the 98, not the 99 there, Bollinger. 25 goes around. Dove on the bottom side of the racetrack. Sideways out of the corner. Looks like he might have hard braked into the corner. Tires on the yellow line. Let's see what happened here. Tires right there. It's up. It's free. Man. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon. Kevin Winker, opportunity here. Ed Perry in third. R.B. Turner in fourth. Blake Dudley in fifth. Tires everything. 49 high up on the race line. Roberge back on the inside. Roberge working back forward. Lemon, Winker quarter second. Tyler Lemon trying to look at the corner. Back to the back bumper. 16 laps to go. Kevin Winker controlling. Can he hold on to it? Well, so it's not the kids and the wives. That's not how that was going to work. So it was going to be the racer, us over here for the 29. So it was going to be the powder puff driver one week and then the racer the next week. Not the wives, not the kid. Like it's the powder puff driver and then the racer, the one who got them into the racing. So it'd be your kid one week and then you the next week. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon, door to door. Kevin Winker trying to make Tyler Lemon earn this one as they drift the corner. 42 outside, 29 inside, 42 throttles up, 29 clears on the bottom. Lemon edges there just a little bit. Yeah, that was the idea, but it's got to work if Jess wants it to work too. Jess was the whole reason why I started the Powder Puff series in the first place. So Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon, door to door. Let's go back. Ed Perry, RB Turner. RB Turner working hard, trying to get to the back bumper to the 35. RB trying to make this one his own, trying to get himself there. Winker and Lemon trying to sort it out, but the battle starting to come to the drivers as Ed Perry closes in the distance on the 2 as well. Ed Perry, high side, 0-2, bottom side. Kevin Winker clears Tyler Lemon by a 10th. Tyler Lemon wearing the tires out. Trying to sort it out side by side, but Ed Perry and RB Turner closing in. 1.2. And they've got to sort it out. Kevin Winker going back to it. Tyler Lemon, Kevin Winker. The inside lanes where you're going to wear the tires out. Kevin Winker trying to make Tyler do what he can to hold on to it. And Tyler not putting the pressure on Kevin Winker near what they see. Blake Dudley trying to close it in. Thank you for the gifted sub to Bollinger. I appreciate you. Kevin Winker in the 42, 29 to the inside. Into the bottom, 42, second lane again. Continuing to try to sort it out. Ed Perry, Robert Dudley, Ed Perry free. Blake Dudley, sorry, RB Turner to the bottom. Dudley turn to the corner. Kevin Winker up and out of the corner. RB Turner trying to get there. Out of the throttle, back in. Throttles back up, trying to get to the back bumper, trying to get to the inside. RB, second and a half, has the throttle off, has the control. Blake Dudley just behind. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon just ahead. Kevin Winker trying to keep the outside lane on Tyler Lemon. Make the defensive plan work. And Tyler right back to the back bumper of Kevin Winker. 6 laps to go. Tyler on the throw off here. Trying to work the corner up door to door. Trying to get the run. It's to send the corner. It's to run him higher. Tyler up to the door of the 42, back into the corner, trying to pull the slide off. 15 up high, 5 laps to go. Ed Perry, RB Turner. Here comes Blake Dudley as well. Little battles everywhere here as Blake Dudley back on the inside. Ed Perry trying to hold the corner. 15 up into the middle mix. Corner out, Tyler Lemon trying to work over Kevin Winker here. 0-2 to the outside of the 89. 0-2 trying to play defense here. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon. Corner out, Kevin Winker runs a little higher. Tyler Lemon, 3 laps to go. Digging out of the race line to the back bumper. Into the corner again. To the bumper. 42, 29, 2 to go. 42 up to take the race line away. Down in, leans on him. 29 up and out of the corner. Tyler Lemon, Kevin Winker. Winker free off corner exit. Lemon 2 to go, has to get clear. 42 leans the door. 29 up and out. Kevin Winker, white flag waves, final lap. Tyler Lemon trying to oversend and overturn the corner. Door to door, corner exit. 29 up and out of the corner. Tyler Lemon edges Kevin Winker into the corner. 42 up and out. Tyler Lemon, Kevin Winker up and out. 42 free. Winker wins by nose. Kevin Winker breaks the stage curse. Gets a win in the playoffs. Tyler Lemon second. Ed Perry third. Blake Dudley fourth. RB Turner fifth. Tyler Lemon doing all the work that he could. Kevin Winker, good race. Ed Perry holds on to third. Blake Dudley, RB Turner, top five. Roberge in sixth. Joe Hudson seventh. Robert Dudley finishes in eighth. Ron Holyfield in ninth. And Zach Thompson in 10th as the new tires prevail as the drivers go to work. Man, oh man. Race results. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon, Ed Perry, your top three. Blake Dudley, RB Turner, your top five. Roberge, Joe Hudson, Robert Dudley, Ron Holyfield, Zach Thompson, your top 10. Brad Dove, Jerry Culver, Michael Coulter Jr., Tyler Dudley, your top 14. Clint Hackett, Mark Retchen, John Hammond, all the way through 17. Smaller field tonight for this race as we take a look at it. Again, thanking to FRM LLC for being your Victory Lane sponsor. We appreciate Dove and all that he does and all that he takes care of as well. And could always appreciate, the long haulers out there knocking it down. A fantastic race. And Kevin Winker does get the win here tonight as things have all shown. Man, oh man. Where is everybody? Speaking of which, where is everybody tonight? Definitely want to continue to see this series get a little bigger. Well, let's talk to him. Kevin Winker gets the victory here tonight. I'm glad you didn't win the stage because then you wouldn't have won the race, and I'd have been sad. No, totally kidding. You could have swept it, and it'd have been great. Great battle with you and Tyler. Able to keep the outside lane prevailing and playing a great defense, especially with kind of a sprint there at the end. A great run tonight. Congratulations. I'm glad to finally get you back at Victory Lane because you've been fast all season long.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I was kind of worried Lemon was going to get a last lap pass to get in the stage, and I was kind of scared. But, yeah, that was a crazy wild 20 laps. I mean, my heart rate is through the roof. I mean, I don't think I've raced that hard in a long time against somebody, and kept it clean like that. So props to Lemon for doing that. But, yeah, I mean, it was a good race. Got the pole last second coming into tonight, and then was doing good for the stager, and then Lemon just saved his stuff a little bit better and got around me there. I kind of think lap traffic kind of played a part in that too, but I got P2 in the stage and then pitted there, and then trying to figure out my strategy there because I know we were like 20 laps short on fuel, but we got a couple of those quick back-to-back yellows there early, so then I came in and took some tires on the last caution. Then I got that really long green flag run, and I'm glad I came and got tires, but Lemon was running me down. I think that would have stayed green, he probably would have got me because he was closing in pretty good, but I knew if we could get a late race caution like 20 to go, I knew I had pretty good pace on the short compared to him. And yeah, he just got to the inside of me, and I just kind of kept pinching him down. And I wasn't really running that middle to high all night, and it just kind of worked there those last 20 laps. So, but yeah, it's been a while, since getting a victory arena podium. Kind of been struggling here lately, but it feels good to park this thing back on Victor Lane tonight and have some momentum going into Nashville in 2 weeks.
I tell everybody, I was like, Kevin gets out there, wins the stage, and then all of a sudden, like, everything goes working. I almost speak it into existence, and I hate it because I'm like, and something ends up in your lap, or just something silly like a black flag somewhere. It just seemed like I was speaking ill will into existence, and I don't mean to do that, because I think you're bad fast. I think the playoffs are a place for not just for you to shine, but for the racing like tonight to shine. And seeing just how smooth Richmond ran for you guys, I think just goes to show that this season we may only have 4 or 5 races left, but we're far from over.
Yeah, I mean it's this league, like I said, every week you even say it, it's tough. I mean, any of these guys can win. It's tough to run in this. You got to run a perfect race, like you said. I can win the stage, but then I can get wrecked out or whatever, and that's usually what happens. It's kind of how all my league races go. I seem to run good in the first 50%, and then something happens or whatever, and I can't usually win a lot. So it feels good to finally close that tonight again. But yeah, this league is hard to win, and I don't take any of these wins for granted. You got to earn them. I mean, you obviously got me and Lemon and Blake up there week after week, but there's guys that shine, every week. So props to the league for a pretty clean race. I know this track can be pretty tricky. It's pretty loose, especially with these cars. These cars are a handful to drive here as it is. So I think the smaller field kind of helped as well. But
Mhm.
either way, I mean, I love being a part of this Saturday league, man. This is my new home, and I love it here. So again, just props to everybody in the league here.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, Kevin. I've been waiting for that next win, so we can get out there and see what you're doing. So, brother, congratulations! All your fans are out there watching and cheering you on, of course, as always. We appreciate you, sir. Congrats on the win here in week 2 of the round of 16. Man, oh man, this is good. Richmond can be a chaos, and I'm glad to see this one work the way it did. But when you go to Nashville, you guys have a bunch of flat tracks. That's what I was going to say. You guys have a bunch of flat tracks. And I said, watch out for the drivers out there that like their flat tracks, like Richmond. I mean, no, it's got front stretch banking, but I mean, realistically, we're talking less than 3-degree banking around this entire racing surface, except for the front straightaway, which has 8-degree banking. This thing is like it's set up for drivers who like short tracks, even on the 1.3 milers and outside of Darlington and Auto Club. It's gonna be a battle of the flat track specialists.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Nashville. I think last year I finished third or win. I'm not sure, but I do pretty good at the flat tracks, except for a couple. But for some whatever reason, those seem to kind of suit my style. I don't know if it's just because I kind of back the corners up a little more or not, but yeah, going into tonight, I wasn't actually hopeful because I busted up my thumb last night with a hammer. So I'm
Oof.
racing kind of with a busted thumb, and I told Tyler I was like, I don't really know how I'm gonna do, and I surprised myself with the pole. I didn't think I was gonna get it, and luckily it felt pretty good all night. So I'm kind of looking forward to the off week next week to kind of get this thing back in shape and headed to Nashville. I know I'm probably pretty much locked into the next round, so we'll just try to go out there and get a win and just keep this momentum up in the playoffs.
It matters. It matters. All right, Kevin. Now you can give your shout outs, because I definitely wanted to ask about flat tracks and all that stuff. It was on my mind. So give your shout outs, man. Victory here tonight in
Yeah,
the round of 16.
yeah. As always, I'm gonna shout out to Bruce Muehlberger, Muehlberger Custom Homes, coming aboard and sponsoring my leagues. I know he's watching tonight, so big shout out to you, Bruce. Glad we got this thing back victory free tonight. All Wink Nation, Sean, Amanda, Brandon, Justin, Brett, Nicole, Dylan, Gordon, all them guys that come out every night and watch me and support me. Kind of kind of been slacking on the league races. This is my first one since Monday, so trying to get back in the groove of things, but I can't thank them guys enough for coming out every night that I race and support me. So thanks again. Nate Cogdale had a Sonic graphic designer for the paint. If you need any paint stickers, designs, t-shirts, any of that stuff, check him out. Sonic graphic design on Facebook. Um, Tyler Lemon, man, that guy he's up and coming. I mean, he's probably better than me. He may not say that, but that guy he's a wheelman. So props to him for running clean, and I can't wait to go back and watch those last 20 laps, man. That had been an amazing broadcast to watch. So props to him. Props to all the league again for putting on a clean race. I know this track can be pretty tough, especially in these cars. So props to everybody that showed up tonight. All the league admins that put this on. I know it's a lot of work, and Chop Shop is by far the superior league in all of iRacing. I wish I could race the trucks on Friday nights, but I got other commitments for other leagues for that. But I really enjoy this Xfinity League, and I plan on being back for many seasons to come as long as they keep it up. So thanks to all those guys, Dove Farms LLC for the pole award and sponsorship, Chopping It Up podcast. Those guys are awesome. Go check them out. And last but not least, man, you're the broadcast man. We appreciate you putting on a show, and I love going back and watching it. So thank you.
You know, what's crazy is that even in that 20 laps with you two side by side, you guys were side by side long enough that I could focus on the battle in third and fourth as well, because inside the top five, there were battles back and forth from both sides. So that was what was crazy about it. So, you know, I hope we see more of that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was kind of worried that they were also going to run us down because me and Ty were side by side for so long, but they kind of stabilized at like 1.3 seconds. So luckily they didn't get back in the fight because I think they definitely made it have fresher tires. But yeah, well, just like I said, just looking forward to Nashville in 2 weeks and see what we can do there.
Gonna be a blast, Kevin. Congratulations once again, brother. We'll see you we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Sounds good. Thank you, man.
That's Kevin Winker coming home in victory lane. Love to hear it. Love to see it. Love to, you know, maximize everything that we do. P2 tonight, not without trying to get there, but by a nose, Kevin Winker beats him. Tyler Lemon comes home P2. And, brother, I tell you what, it wasn't for a lack of trying to put it there. I mean, just couldn't. That outside lane became a defensive weapon for 20 laps.
Yep. Yeah, Kevin knows me, man. He knows that I'm gonna put it on the white line or the yellow line, whatever it is. He knows that's my game. So once he got up there and saw he could stay up there, you know, I knew that's where he was gonna be. And I tell you what, man, that was a blast. I don't know, I'm still smiling ear to ear. You know, I love racing him, and man, I don't know. I was worried that Ed was gonna start catching us, and I was kind of watching my mirror, and I was gonna duck in single file if he got close, but I'm glad he didn't, man, because man, that was a blast. That was definitely the best race I've had probably all year with someone. So just, you know, shout out to him. You know, we race a lot alike. You know, our breaking points are the same pretty much, and you know, I can hear when he gets on the throttle, and it's we race identical almost. So you know, it's when you do that, you know, you can have those close finishes like that.
Yeah, Ed had his own battles going on back here. You know, they at one point when you guys were side by side, they started closing, and RB was like, "Hey, I'm faster than this guy," and so they ran side by side, and it became the same battle that we saw in 1 and 2 for third, fourth, and fifth. It was kind of crazy behind you, so we got to catch both sides of the spectrum here. You know, you had the long run pace. You know, this thing runs green, and Kevin said it himself. He was like, you know, he was catching me by a tenth a lap toward the end of that. This thing runs green. He didn't feel like he had anything for you, and you kind of probably. But then again, it probably would have been the same thing. I mean, if I'm making any prediction out of how the racing went, even just for 20 laps, it might have been slower lap times. But I think the defensive play would have came in. Hindsight's 20/20. Caution comes out. You know, the race was on. You had a penalty earlier. But a couple of quick cautions kind of brought you back together.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, I mean, I asked Nate what happened, if it said anything, and he said no, there's no penalties. He said something with iRacing that he said it's happened to him a couple times. You know, he said there's really nothing we could do, and I just kind of took it as that. I didn't know if I don't know what I did. I know it kind of swung out real wide, you know, to give Kevin enough room, and I didn't know if I hit the cone or hit something, but yeah, those caution come back real quick, and we were to get back up there. But I don't know if I could have got by Kevin there. I know I was catching him, but my right front was gone, and you know, I'm pretty sure, just like you said, if he would have put it on the high side there and ran that defensive line, I wouldn't have got by him.
You know, it is how it is. I mean, you're comfortable regular season championship. You're gonna have the cutoff race or the cutoff race at Nashville Superspeedway. It's a track that Kevin's looking forward to as well. These B cars have been showing up, man. In a 1.33 miler, it's still just flat, and it's man, that track. I love Nashville Superspeedway, because of how out of the gas you are and how much you have to manage. That is a tire-eating fool of a track.
Yes, it is, and it's concrete, and yeah, last season I ran pretty good there, and but like I said before, I feel like this car it chews up the right front faster this year than it did last season after the change. So that's really going to be something you're gonna have to really watch, next week. That being so flat, I got my tricks up my sleeves and stuff like that, my notes that I'm gonna try and keep up with that 42 car and whoever else is up there. But it's just I look forward to this every Saturday night. It's a lot of fun, and so we'll see what we can do next week.
It'll be a blast. Tyler, you got the fam out there watching. Ask him if he ran out of that special lemon juice or what at the end there with Rachel and Skylar. That's a question from the I don't want to call it the peanut gallery, but I mean,
No, you should.
Okay,
You should. Especially him. He's crazy, man. No, Skylar, I did not run out of lemon juice. I just ran out of talent. I don't know. Just, wasn't about to wreck us for the win. So
yeah, that's it, but it makes sense. Lemon juice was good for a thinking cap in the Hitchhiker's Guide for the Galaxy. So maybe he's onto something, which is one of my top 5 favorite movies. Just saying.
There you go.
Anywho, Tyler, give you shout outs, man. P2 tonight. Very comfortable first set of races here. You got a stage win here. Now don't get into that what I call the stage curse, because it seems like drivers who win stages don't win the races. Don't get into that mindset, because I did it to Kevin and I felt like I was calling it into existence.
Yeah, I remember that. I tell you what, man, if this happens again, or maybe the next time, maybe I'll just slow way down and let whoever's behind me go by. But yeah, man, even if it's Kevin, he can go ahead and take it. But yeah, I mean, it's got to thank Chopp'N Up Me and Podcast, Duff Farm LLC, and Lunatic Designs, and Chop Shop, man, has got to be one of the best, if not the best leagues, in iRacing. And I talked to a guy today about iRacing, kind of filled him in what it was about, and I told him, man, it's league racing is way better than official racing, and when you get to run with a league like this, it just magnifies that, So just thank you to everybody over there, Nate, John, and Stryker, and oh boy, Jerry, and I don't know. There's so many of them. Just thanks, to all of them for what they do. And then of course, Signature Esports putting on an amazing broadcast. That's one reason why I want to run this league, is because your broadcast is top notch. If I show somebody that doesn't know what iRacing is or sim racing, they pretty much think it's real life. So, and that's kudos to you for what you do. So just thank you, and thanks for everybody that's watching. I know my mom is for sure, and Skylar and Rachel and whoever else. So just thanks everybody. It means a lot, and I'm glad we could put on a show for everybody.
You know what they need to do? They always need to make sure that they like and share the stream, so more of your friends and family can get out there and watch it and watch this. So that way, we're all good.
I'll have to tell them that. I've been working with some of them, how to get this on their TV so they don't have to keep watching it on their phones.
YouTube on your TV. Yeah, one day we'll be back on Roku. Okay, one day. It takes a whole lot of patience and other things, but yeah. But yeah, YouTube. Watch YouTube on your television. And when we get everything situated enough to be back at 1440p, your 4K TV will never see iRacing any better. I'm just saying.
There you go, man. Yeah, it already looks pretty good, so that'd be pretty cool to see it look even better.
Yeah, we can do 1440. It's just I have to pick and choose. I can either do 2 streams at 1440 or 3 streams at 1080 all at once. So I don't want to give up all 3 platforms just to make something better. You know what I mean? Just to give myself a smaller edge. I'd rather be able to do everything all at once for everybody. So that's my mindset. And if you don't think this is real racing, you do that to like and share. Thank you. I appreciate you, Rachel Schuyler, for liking and sharing. It does make a difference. I promise it does make a difference. But one thing I will say about calling racing in iRacing, as far as this goes, not just in officials, but matching Coca-Cola series and trying to make sure that these drivers look 10 times better. It's because of the racing. It's real racing. It may be fake race cars, but it's real racing. These people are just as competitive as I am about who's trying to steal business away from me. It's terrible. Greedy. No, I'm not greedy. It's terrible. Tyler, much love, man. I could talk forever, but I got to talk to Ed Perry. So it's going to be amazing. Brother, congratulations on a P2. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks, brother. Have a good couple of weeks, and we'll talk to you later.
Well, that's it. Tyler Lemon. Hopefully not hitting the curse. That's what we want to see. Last but not least, Ed Perry had a battle of the ages, had a battle of attrition, and the next thing you know, the Cornville, Arizona native comes home P3. How about that battle with you and RB and Blake at the end? Like, it was, they had their battle ahead of you, and you guys were catching for a moment. And the next thing you know, you've got your hands full with two other drivers behind you, and able to hold on. Man, what an end to that race for you.
That was fun. That was super fun. Congratulations to Winkler, Tyler. Man, those two put on a show. That was fun to just ride behind them and watch. But yeah, there was a tough competition tonight all the way around the track.
There was, that first 50 laps, it was like the track was eating the tire more, and then a couple of cautions, you get a green flag run. It just seemed like the nose of the car would plant, and the next thing you know, it wouldn't plant, and then everybody had their own game plan. It was crazy, but kind of just what you expect out of a NASCAR race.
Yeah, that car was like driving a tractor tonight. I was definitely plowing off the corner, coming into the corners, just plowed. I couldn't get it to turn, no matter what part of the brake bias I put it on. It just seemed like it wanted to plow.
Yeah,
crazy.
Sometimes I don't understand how everybody could wrap the yellow line around this racetrack for as long as you do. I mean, the fastest way around this racetrack is to be able to break into the corner and turn the yellow line and use the momentum of the corner on both exits to be able to run speed. But I tell you what, watching some of you guys be able to just put that left front right there next to the line to be able to edge that corner, it's insane. It really is. I mean, this is a tough track. People don't give Richmond a lot of credit, and from a few of those drivers like Spicy and a couple of guys that like Crown Over, that love the VA track or the Richmond track here. It's a very tough track to master, but it's a track that can be fun to drive if you can put it down.
It is fun, and I don't know how they wrapped it around, to be honest. It seemed like the more brake bias I put in, the better it would turn, but I can only go so far. But I was talking to Lemon, and he ran a little smaller, or his was at 62, and I was running 68, 65.
Oof.
And I just couldn't get it to turn, and he's running 62, and he was saying he was plowing. But it seemed like the more I put into the rear, I could turn it better. But I don't know. I don't know how those two were so fast running side by side. I figured, oh boy, that's going to be my opportunity, and they walked the dog on me.
Yeah. So don't worry, they beat me too, so it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, I get beat by him every week, but it's you get used to it after a while. But it's still fun, and it I thought when Crown Honor and I got together, I don't know whose fault, I should have claimed it, but I didn't. But I figured my night was in over, but it only gave me 30 seconds of damage, which was crazy to me.
I think your incident was netcode. You and Coulter, when you and Coulter got together.
Yeah.
It was netcode because it was. Yeah, I believe it was netcode. Yeah, because that was into the corner. Things got side. Yeah, if I remember correctly.
That's 2 races in a row that I got net code by Coulter. That's crazy. We don't have good internets with each other, I guess.
You know, it depends. It depends on where you're at in the U.S., I guess, and it also depends
Right.
on which server we're all connecting to. So, like, if I'm in the Midwest connecting to the East Coast, I have a little bit better time than the West Coast connecting.
And that makes sense.
But even though our pings are still supposed to be the same, it's
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
weird.
there. It just logic tells you how that one goes.
Mhm.
But shout out to those, Tyler and Kevin, man. They put on a show. It was fun to watch just from the inside the car.
It was a blast. I liked it. All right, brother. Well, it is your time to shine, man. I always love getting a chance to talk to you, but you do your thing. You give your shout outs
Yeah.
and do
Got
the
a shout
fun
out
stuff.
to my girlfriend Holly. She supports me every week. Tell you a funny thing. I tell her all the tracks that I'm not good at. I tell her don't expect anything special out of tonight. And then I pulled out a third place out of my rear end, and she's going, yeah, okay, It's like, I'm not good at this track. I got lucky. I truly got lucky uh, to land where I did. I had everybody coming from behind me. I saw them coming, and they're full head of steam. But I couldn't get the car to turn. It just wasn't. It was like a tractor, to be honest. Big dump truck.
Well,
So
it could be worse. It could
it
be
could,
worse.
it could. But thanks to Chop Shop for putting this on. Duff Farms for sponsoring us. And I know I'm missing I always miss a few of them. I never remember. I have short-term memory loss. I'll just being hit in the head too many times in football. And thanks to Signature E for broadcasting. Jason, you do a heck of a job.
I always appreciate it. I really do. It's a good race.
Yeah.
And this has been a great series. It really has. Clean racing throughout.
Out of all the series I race at, even though this is supposed to be the lower class, we have less cautions than the truck series and the cup series. So the racing's just been better. I think it's a better car. It's since the update, it's a little different to drive. I haven't figured out why or what they did, but it is different to me. But we'll see how it goes going forward. I'm gonna miss next couple of races, so it's being in the champion 16. It doesn't matter to me, unfortunately. I didn't realize all the planned trips are coming up. Kind of gonna take me out of it.
Well, that's okay. I was supposed to be at the Kansas race next weekend, and which is the reason why everybody has the weekend off. And the reason why I can't be there is, well, we had to actually sell our tickets.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
So
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I had to. We had to. I'm paying for treatment and stuff like that. So that's why.
Right. Yeah.
But we had to do that.
It.
So I understand the vacations, but at least I get to go to a wedding tomorrow. So I think that's the next best thing.
The best part about weddings, all the alcohol that they supply.
Yeah, but I have to call a race.
You still get to buy it.
Yeah, I get to be the DD. I can't drink, right? Like, especially with chemo, I don't do that.
Oh yeah, right.
But I will say that it's my niece, so I would not want to get drunk at her wedding. It would be,
right.
It'd be terrible.
Not like your best friends.
Yeah, it's yeah. I'm too old to watch somebody new get married. We're good.
I hear it. Hey, in 2 weeks, October 4th, I have to go to a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old's birthday.
Hell yeah. Those are the best birthdays.
No.
What are you talking about?
Are you kidding me? I'd much rather them a little older so they can at least appreciate what you give them. But It is what it is. It's
it-
all fun.
It's not for the baby or the kids. It's literally for the parents, and so that's the best way to support. So,
Yeah.
all right,
I get
brother.
to be the GD on that one. But hey, you know, how's I haven't been able to talk to you. How's things going with your treatment? All good?
So still small dose radiation. We have the first week in November is when I go in and I get small dose chemo by the pill, and then I go in and get focused radiation on the face where they clamp you down and do all that stuff. First week in November, we do that a couple of times that month. My last chemotherapy treatment is supposed to be right before Christmas, and then I have surgery January 6th. So it is literally, I work every day. I bust my butt. We still do the live stream stuff. We still, have the marathon going.
Hats off to you, buddy.
And then
Hats off.
work during the day, keep the business going, printing shirts and all that stuff, and photography and videography, the voiceover. Like, I literally work what I do. Folks, if I am not sleeping, I'm working. And I include this content creation stuff into that because to me, it's like the third career I never asked for. But it's been a blessing. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of been the way it's going. And if I stop my routine, I have a feeling I'm going to get more sick. So I just keep going.
Right. Well, prayers to you and your family.
Yeah. We'll keep
And
going.
hope all goes well.
Well, everybody will know. And, if it doesn't go well, I might not show up for the rest of everything. But this all has to do with last year we had part of a tumor removed last November. This year, it goes to the outside through the skin and then up back into the same spot. So we're nipping it all, man. So I don't wish this evil upon anybody.
I don't either. My mother was she's a survivor from leukemia.
Yeah.
And when we watched her go through all that, that was just, I don't wish it on anybody.
The cancer makes you,
that
it
was
doesn't
rough
make,
to watch.
yeah, I was going to say the cancer doesn't make you as sick as the radiation, the chemotherapy. There is a
Correct.
difference. For those who don't know, there is a difference. Radiation is focused treatment where they expose your body to direct radiation. Chemotherapy is usually something that is orally taken or intravenously taken through a port. So there's a difference. Yeah. Now you know. It all sucks.
I know all too much of that, unfortunately. But again, prayers to you, and you'll kick this shit out.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for the word.
No, that's all right. That's all right. There was only one in this stream, so we're good.
All right.
That's it. It's unlike anything else. So, and much love to you, brother. I appreciate you. Enjoy your night. Tell the missus I said hello, and have a great weekend.
Will do, buddy. I'll see you. I'll hopefully talk to you tomorrow.
I hope so. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we got a bunch of stuff tomorrow.
Yeah. Being at I think that's Michigan. I'm not good at Michigan.
Secret to Michigan: run the bottom, save your tires.
Yeah, the bottom. I do, and I still can't keep up with those fast bunny rabbits.
And remember that Michigan, at a certain point, you're going to have to shift.
Yeah, down to fourth and run fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? Yep, not my fun. And I haven't drove the Cup car since the update. So, and I've told it's seriously different.
It is, but kind of in a good way. In my opinion,
That's
in a good way, as far as drivability and not being as snappy as it was. It is reactive, and the tire wear is on point right now. So,
oh, good. Yeah, I think I do pretty well at saving tires, but man, The cup car is a different animal.
It is. It is. That's a whole
So-
different ball of wax in that league too, and I love them. So, all right, Ed.
Yep.
Much
Hey,
love,
you
brother.
have a good night.
You too, brother.
Good night.
Yeah, that's Ed Perry coming on P dang old 2 and dang old. And the dangest of dangled, says Stryker. So it was fun. We can always appreciate you, folks. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. The marathon will continue tomorrow. I need to add that time. We are going to add, boom, add time. Need to make sure this is just on Twitch. I need to add that much time. There we go. Day 68 is going to continue. We will bring the live stream back up tomorrow. I will be live streaming all day Monday as well. But the live stream will go back up after the wedding. But I'm going to shut everything down. I've been shutting it down at night the last couple of times just because things have been kind of crazy, but things have been going well. I want to thank everybody for their support and everything that's going on. But always remember that we do love and appreciate everybody that has been able to keep us afloat during this time. I went live earlier to game a little bit more and try to manage and maximize kind of how we're doing things. So I really do appreciate everybody. I appreciate the leagues. I also appreciate you folks. I appreciate SDK giving us an update as well. Thank you, SDK, for giving us this new and improved update. Still going to work on making it our own because there's a couple of things about it that I want to change, like the size of the upper logo. If I can get the size of the upper logo, I will make the overlays match a little bit better. There's a couple things I would change about it, but for the most part, I love it. I think it is a phenomenal update. And I truly do appreciate SDK stepping up and helping us get some things going. The grind never stops. And, the reason why the grind never stops is because I'm going to show everybody again. It's this dang old thing right here. It's that total raised and this week's treatment coverage. That right there is what I continue to do this for. It's just to ensure that what I have going on continues to. One, I don't want this I don't want cancer to shut me down. But I also want to make sure that I do continue to show my appreciation, and I want to give everybody the time, right? I want to give everybody every bit of time that I can get. So yeah, we'll get it going. We'll do our thing, and we'll chill out and relax, and it'll be amazing. So as always, be good, be safe, be kind of with other folks. We will shut it down for tonight, and we'll enjoy ourselves. We appreciate you. Much love. Be safe. Thank you to Chop Shop. Thank you to Farm LLC. Thank you to Chop It Up Podcast. Ryan Went, Michael Strickland, and all the fine folks that are out there. Make sure that you are taking care of Ryan when you guys can, because Ryan needs to come back and race. And then, of course, and always thank you to church. Thank you to all the admins. Thank you to, of course, the missus and Budgie. And thank you, Budgie. Much love to you, dear. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody on YouTube. Y'all keep killing it. Keep being strong. And make sure you go watch some of that Chopp'N It Up podcast. You can even watch an interview they did with me. It was a ton of fun. We'll see you soon, folks. Peace, peace, peace.